Yeah, like this year, like how was your carnival experience?
Carnival was cool. I went on the float. I always go on the float. My
Okay, you're
cousins.
not really in the crowd. You're one of them bougie
Nah,
people. You're not really
I ain't bougie, but I
you're
just
not you're not
like to
really
be.
bumping shoulders with like niggas and just
I
random.
like to be in the rope.
Nah, I hear that, I hear
I
that.
do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was alright. It was cool. I always go with my cousins. And I did kind of clock out early this year though. I didn't make it for the full route. Yeah, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah, man. This conversation of like over the years, like carnival losing its essence for whatever reasons. Like you personally, like what are your thoughts on that?
I think as I don't know, as I'm getting a little bit older, if I'm not that old, obviously, yeah.
Come on.
I don't know. I start to like different things, so it's like I go carnival every year. So as great as it is, and for what it is, sometimes I just feel like, okay, maybe I could have done something different this year. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, most likely I'll probably be there next year too. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you feel like because obviously we spoke a little bit about obviously where you come from as well, and you said you're gonna go back. Do you wanna share the story why you haven't been back?
What's the
The story they told me, yeah.
Good. Because they got flying cockroaches.
What the fuck?
They do that in the countryside.
Bro, what do you expect from these countries though?
Yeah, but it's flying?
Yeah, let them niggas fly, man.
No,
Jeez.
like, over this side they walk.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like,
They're
flying.
big, man. Over there, they're
Yeah, I don't like insects, like, at all.
Yeah.
snakes,
No, because a lot of us, you know, like we kind of I don't know if this is gonna be the right way to say it. A lot of us are kind of like I think first or second generation in this country, meaning obviously our parents, you know, came here or we came here when we was young. However that means. What I'm trying to say is obviously this country's
like the ring road, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And what I'm trying to say obviously overall like this is not our country, right? No matter how settled we are, like we originate from our original countries, innit? Where our mothers, our grandmothers come from, and obviously people usually say, if you grow up here and you don't really go back home too often, you hear them saying that you're not really connected or you're not. You know what I'm trying to say? What do you think and where are you with that kind of conversation? I love this part by the way.
My mom's from Montserrat, and she she lived there up until like her mid-teens. So when she came over, she was very much like,
Yeah, go on.
yeah, she was.
Talk. Yeah.
Whatever she our culture was, she brought it with us. Like, do you know what I mean? We grew up, even though we was in England, we still had the same rules. It was still the same parenting. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, we got the British side to us, yeah. So I get you can't get one without the other, but it's like I didn't get no cheat code to not having my culture there. Like it's it's a part of me.
You still basically got it free of mum.
Yeah,
and everything.
exactly.
I'm still tapped into my culture.
You know what I
So
mean?
do you guys think this is kind of like a myth, or it depends on individual? Like this thing of like, if you do not physically go back to your own country often enough to connect, you're not basically like you're losing basically like you know like different parts of like where you come from and all of that. You know like we say, a lot of people like to say, and sometimes these conversations, once again, when we have these conversations, it's good to like you know like educate people that you don't always need to keep on going back to your country. Like you said, sometimes just your mum still, you know, being able to bring the tradition and the culture to this country and to raise you. And even what people say, like sometimes, you know, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, I've heard this one as well, where people say, like, yes, like outside was English or whatever, but as soon as you walked in my household, you was basically like in Africa or in the Caribbean because once again, because of the conscious decision our parents made in it to bring the culture within the household still in these countries. You get me? Yeah, man. Like, so when we fly into Montserrat then?
Oh, that would be next year.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, it sounds really, really good, man.
My aunt has been bragging about like, yeah, you should, you know, we should all together like go to Dominica and that. And then, because I think she's also got family in St. Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I know obviously he looks black, but he's mixed.
Yeah, I got.
Where are you from?
I've got like Jamaican, St. Lucian, Dominican, American, Ghanaian.
He's mixed.
Wow.
He's a mix.
Yeah.
You got a lot of list of places to go.
You get me? Yeah, you get me. You got a lot of places to go. Yeah, no, I know.
like whenever I go to like Stonebridge and that, like most of like my family on my dad's side anyway, because he's from St. Lucia.
Okay.
It's like literally you go there, they're speaking the lingo, so it's like you're in St. Lucia without being there. So I think it's just that feeling that at least go there once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I would say too. I mean, yeah, I think I'd be okay if I'd seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? If I actually walked on the line, like I'd be like, yeah.
And like even like my aunt was saying, like St. Lucia ain't too far from
Dominica, no, it isn't, is it?
Like,
Cool.
they're pretty close, so yeah, we've got a lot of family in St. Lucia.
Yeah, that's good.
Crazy.
Lionel, big up my brother Lionel. So yeah, man, like for people that are watching this, before we round off, yeah, for the people that are watching this beautiful conversation, yeah, like again, these days more than ever, you know, a lot of us consumers, we've got so many different options. You know, we can go there and listen to music, we can go there and find out music artists, we can go there. Basically, there's so many different options. You know, new music artists come out every day, right? Like in terms of like you. In terms of like what you bring to the table, and in terms of like, you know, just within the music world, like for anyone who's watching this for the first time, you know, listening to you, like, you know, why should people go check out your music?
I'd say go and check it out, because I tend to put my spin on anything I do. So it's like I said, I do pop, R&B, or Afro beats, but it doesn't matter what I do. You're going to hear my style on it.
Magic.
So just check it out for that. If it's for you, then that's what I do. If not, then yeah, bless, thanks for tuning in, you know what I mean? Like,
And tell them again, and obviously tell them again, what exactly would you call like the music that you make, the genre?
This is R&B pop. It is R&B pop.
No, I tell them, I just want them to know, innit? What R&B pop, yeah? I'm not, that sounds unique. Who makes like
R&B pop. So you have like Neo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Chris Brown to a certain extent, to like his earlier days. Bruno Mars. Do you know what I mean? I always struggle for female artists in this, because it's pop R&B. Kerry Hilson, Jennifer Hudson. Yeah, like that sound. Yeah.
Okay. And for you, like you said, did you say they're gonna drop something by this year? You're gonna drop another project? Or
Yes,
next
I
year?
am. The date for it to kick off is like not December, but it would be November. But before that, we got 2 more singles to come out.
2 more singles to come out, yeah. And what's one of the best places to find all of your music?
Best places
to consume it and take it in properly.
I would say Spotify, but if you're into visuals, I'd definitely say check it out on YouTube. Because we've got a couple music videos on there, and yeah, so those would be the main 2.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on you know, like how like image? Because you know that a lot of music artists, some of them, some people give a fuck, some people don't. Like, do you care about like how much attention, or do you care about how, you know, how your image comes across to us?
How it comes across? I mean, I'm not really fussed, but I always say,
you know what I mean, though, innit?
Yeah.
Because some music artists, they're really, really, sorry to even cut you, by the way, but you know that some music artists, they're really, really like, you know, they really focus on that, how they're dressed, how they come across to certain people, this and that, because it's all, to some music artists, they feel like this is all part of the package, innit? You know what I mean? Like,
Me, it all depends on my project. Like, I tend to theme my project, so it's like this one that's coming, I can't really say too much, but it's like if I go with the theme, then it's a complete look that I've never really done before. But if I'm going by my nature, because I'm a very sporty kind of woman, I've always been into my judo and things like that, so it's like if it was possible, I'd have on like an armor, like shoulder armor and like the corset top. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna walk into Gladiator, like with the, that would be me. But I can't do that obviously on a daily basis. So yeah, I just go with my projects. So yeah.
I hear it. And a quick one, you just said like you used to be in judo.
Yeah, I did.
So you can kick Like you can kick people's asses, yeah?
It's
I'm
more,
okay.
it's more throwing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Tripping
more
and-
throwing.
tripping
More
and
throwing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Like for, like, let's talk quickly about judo. Like, you know, when, like, how long was you proper into it, and what kind of things did you get from, you know, like, from judo, if at all? Any, you get me?
I did judo for a few years, but it was when I was much younger. I used to do it with my brother and my god brother and my god sister. I did a few tournaments and I was good at it, but it got to a point where I got a little bit frustrated with the fact you could only throw. Because sometimes when you're tussling with people, you kind of get annoyed that you can't do anything else. So it's like I was good at it, but then I just was like,
So
I like
judo-
it.
So what? Hold on. So you can only throw people in judo?
Yeah, you can't hit them.
What kind of nonsense is that? You can't punch, you can't kick.
No, it's like it's physical, but it's non-physical kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me shut my mouth.
Listen, you think it's rubbish? Go to Japan.
Yeah, they
You see
twist
what
you
judo-
up.
Yeah. It's hard.
What's the skill? Like,
It's
again-
just the Olympics.
yeah.
It's a bit.
So what is judo in the Olympics?
Is it in the Olympics now?
Yeah, they got. It's an Olympic sport. Yeah, they made it into a sport. It's like you see them tussling and then a bit of throwing. But it's just to gain points in it. But you go to Japan, it's something totally different. You're gonna get the full spectrum.
Yeah.
So it comes from-
Okay. And last one. Have you ever thought about you know like modeling and getting into like that kind of side of things and just trying something new or something different?
Not modeling. I always loved acting, but not modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you still like to get into acting?
Yeah, acting's mad cool.
Yeah, man. I could see you, man. You've got that face for it. Like to even be like you know, like in Supercell or one of them like
Yeah.
proper dramas that actually doing really, really good.
Oh,
Yeah, man. You've got like a unique, beautiful face, man.
thank
for
you
sure.
very much.
So like with acting, obviously acting takes a lot of time, innit? Like have you thought about, you know, maybe like I don't know, like trying to go to some auditions or whatnot, like because you need to.
Yeah, I did look at it and I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, you know what? There's so many castings for different auditions, and you're like, where do you start? And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got a little bit overwhelmed if I'm honest, but it's something I'd like to look into, but it's just while I'm doing my projects. Like,
Yeah. It's,
yeah.
All of the energy needs to go into the music,
Yeah,
innit?
like I need to make sure I do it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because with acting, it's just one of them. Unless there's probably certain people, but probably just a few over the years where it's like they've just ended up by accident, you know, getting into acting and it's worked for them. But I think a vast majority of people, like, if you really, really want to do this thing, like, acting is one of them things that you cannot take any shortcuts in it.
No.
You need to really, really keep on going to the auditions, like proper practicing, because acting is obviously all of us here know, and it's one of them ones where it's like, yo, you can't cut no corners. Otherwise, you get found out very quickly, innit? If you don't really learn your lines, all of these things that go into acting, innit? It's like, yeah. But yeah, man, no, it's all good, man. I just wanted to say, even like full circle, yeah? You get me, like, thank you for blessing us with your presence. You know, it's been a lovely conversation. And, you know, like you said, when your project comes out, you know, hopefully you can come back here and we can talk about it. And you get me, or even on that day, if possible, we can even get like, you know, like another artist for you to just bounce off each other, go back and forth and just have a good one. Like, is there anything that you like to say? Like any, like even like a message for people that are watching to see ourselves? Usually we ask people to give like a little message to, it could be anything, like
some encouraging words.
some encouraging words.
Encouraging words.
Some encouraging words either for anyone who might be watching, or even for yourself that again one day you can look back and say, you know what, yeah, man, you don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
You can even take your time.
All right. Encouraging words. All right. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna be cheesy.
No. there's no such thing as being cheesy though.
Okay, cool. Just know whatever you're doing, whatever your challenges, your hurdles, just make sure you power through it. Make sure you stay authentic. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't accomplish what you believe you can. And yeah, just don't let nobody pull you down. Do what you want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Nah, it's been beautiful, man. On the red chair, you know, it's been lovely. And yeah, man, God bless you, you know, and we wish you well. We wish your music well for the rest of the year.
Oh, thank you so much.
And yeah, man, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It's been all good, man. Peace and love, yeah?
Yeah, peace and love.
Oh, good.